Again, I look back at my own personal experience as somebody who has run Lewiston Auburn Magazine for several years. I've run a newspaper in Windham for about 5 years. I've had managerial positions. You need to allow people to come in and to put their best foot forward and do their best work. Now, if Glenn Aho has truly been afforded that luxury and he hasn't been able to make it work, then he shouldn't be there. I've spoken with people who personally do not like Glenn and would vote for him to be gone in any situation. I've also spoke with other counselors currently serving who are very pragmatic and say that he hasn't been given a chance. I also speak to counselors who say he has been given a chance and we've asked him to work on certain issues with his personality, with his management style, and that's fallen on deaf ears again and again and again. As somebody who has run organizations, I understand you need to have people on the same page, and if they ultimately are not going to fix the areas that they lack in, if they're bringing it down, they need to be dealt with. I haven't worked side by side with Glenn Aho. I can't tell you, I can only tell you based on hearsay, based on what I've read in the newspaper, based on talking to others, how his job performance has been. There's a piece of me that wants to say, well, I want to give Glenn a chance. I want to see if his vision of government can work. But recently, several people have stepped forward to me who I respect deeply, who have said, Josh, we've given him the chance. And we've shown him he needs to fix A, B, and C when it comes to his management style, and he hasn't done that. If I very much respect those people, if he has not fixed it in those areas, maybe it is time for him to go. As for what the future is, whether it's him or whether it's another city manager, I think that ultimately they need to see themselves as the people who carry out the vision of the council. They need to buy into what the council wants. I've covered city government for newspapers, including the Sun Journal, and I've probably seen 6 or 7 different city managers deal with councils throughout Maine. I have seen some of the greatest and some of the worst city managers, and quite often it's the same person based on the council they have to deal with and how they adapt to working with people's strengths. And that's one thing that I've heard brought up again and again, is that Glenn has not worked to people's strengths, and that's in a position of power, in a management position, you need to be able to assess people's strengths and work to them.